State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. The return man, Ty Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Pollard going to try the right side. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys, because there have been a lot of coaches who make guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. And again, it's Prescott. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott dancing to his left.
And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now a give right side. Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
On the return, it's Taylor.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Tua now on first down. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd down and 7.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. On the move to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Neville Gallimore gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10.
Now a give here to Pollard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Strip that
Prescott from the gun. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 63 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
On the return, it's Taylor. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 now on first down. This is caught. It's Brown.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On play action, here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action, now it's Tua. They'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Micah Parsons. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to pass. Tua. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Steps away. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Tua. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Gibson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now here's Johnson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And here's a give to Gibson.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Back now in Arlington. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
set up to throw. Being chased out left. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown there. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. The two are going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Pollard again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
52's the mark, boys. 52. You don't want this. Begin. Switch. Hey, kill.
On 1st down, Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Throwing, Prescott.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
first down. Prescott. Touchdown. That's caught. Amari Cooper. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, it's Taylor. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now, this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 4. Once more, Gibson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Tua now on first down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That's on the guard, Connor Williams. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there, 9 yards, but it still leaves them with work to do on 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now As you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now Tua. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in to any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.